So I kind of reached my breaking point yesterday and was really close to doing something that I would have regretted, and I didn't do it. I don't feel comfortable or safe talking about it to any capacity, but y'all will notice it in the next some few journal entries. But I will briefly talk about it, I guess. So my landlord Randy threw away some of my belongings and messed with my garden beds again, a second time this year. Or is it a third time this year? I think it was the third time. And the second thing that he done is that he threw some stuff away and cost me money again. Another thing was something I forgot. But the most recent thing was I basically spent the week of Thanksgiving alone, emotionally speaking, because I didn't really have anywhere to go. I mean, I kind of did this year, but I'm unsuccessful. You know, I'm not in a relationship. I'm literally a sex worker, and that's all I'll ever be good for. And my brothers went to school. They got degrees. They made a lot of money. They'll make way more money than I ever could make in a lifetime. I know I can't compare myself to that, and I don't, but it makes me really depressed and inadequate, and they treat me like a child because I'm not financially dependent 100%, because I never will ever be in my life. And they know I've struggled with depression and suicidal thoughts and self-harming, and they say careless things like, oh, okay, well, you're taking the easy way route out by attempting suicide, by committing suicide. And that's not true. They don't understand that perspective. My older brother gaslights me. My little brother says extremely microtransgressions and doesn't understand my problems. He tries to help me emotionally sometimes, but he's not doing it from the right angle or the right place of heart, if that makes sense. I love him a lot, but I got in a fight with him. He agreed with Mom that my Christmas decorations were something else, and she's not paying me for all the hours that I worked while doing that. So I'm probably going to make less than what I had worked for. And I'm pretty sure that's not legal, but there's nothing I can do about it because that's just how life goes. You can pick and choose your own battles. This is me picking my own battle to fight. And that helps me relieve my stress by having these logs. I told a few friends what I was thinking, what had happened. I went full into depth. They know the full story, or most of it. But this isn't something I feel comfortable talking about here. But emotionally speaking, I'm not altogether, still not even right now. I'm not even eating a whole lot. I'm eating once a day, and it's usually half of what I normally had been eating. I developed a bit of a eating disorder right now due to depression, and I can't really do anything about it right now. I just have to let it ease itself out, and then hopefully I can get back to normal as soon as possible. But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even know if I'll ever get better. I'm trying my best though. Anyway, y'all, I don't want to make this whole depressing and like that. It is officially the 1st of December. I survived November. I survived Thanksgiving. I'm alive still, kicking and screaming and having fun. I hope people who also were in my situation where they didn't really have anywhere to go, that they felt safe and comfortable with, that you didn't harm yourself either, because that would bring you pain, and a lot of people would be sad to hear that you put yourself in pain because of depression. And I hope next year it'll be a lot more of a happier thing for you. I also hope that we'll get through this together and we'll get better and stronger and happier. So this Friday I'm doing a cooking video, and then this Sunday I'm uploading, I think, journal entry 23. That's what my handwriting says. So yeah, so today is journal entry 22, which I'm assuming is uploading on Wednesday. If it's not uploading on Wednesday, it'll be uploaded on Thursday. And Friday will be Cooking with Ray, episode number 2, where I do Tony Okamoto's coconut curry dish that I liked, that was really good. And then on the 5th will be entry 23. So I love y'all. I hope the rest of your week is perfect. I hope your weekend is perfect. I'll see y'all soon. Y'all, I just shot like a video that I'm sure y'all already seen at this point that may not be appropriate for kids, but that's not too big of an issue. I don't really go into details. It's just personal stuff with my own self. But anyway, yes, I'm wearing glasses. It really irritates the hell out of me, and I'm mentally drained, but I managed to wear glasses for a whole like 30 something minutes for a video. And it is the 8th of November, and it is a beautiful 63 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. So we're gonna go get some flip-flops, go out to the garden, do our retransplant. My phone's almost dead, so we'll see how that goes. And then probably get ready for work, because we don't really have to go in for a set schedule today, because we're pretty much free until like Wednesday. But I do want to get the rooms done so I can have other time to do other stuff that would be far more interesting for me to do. So my kale doesn't look too great, I'm gonna be honest with you. I suck at retransplanting this, and something has been going into my garden. As you can see, these holes right here. I had stuff that were in here, and that was actually a sweet potato slip. You know, like this stuff right here. That's also not sticking, unfortunately. But I am going to clean this up. I'm going to add more soil to it, and then we'll stick those things into the ground. What a fun-filled day. Okay, so we finished removing the majority of the leaves. We'll go ahead and get a drink of water, and then we'll go ahead and add in more soil, cover it on top, even it out, and then till it. And then we'll get to planting the Pak Choi in here. I did even out the best that I can. I'm not really gonna, I actually changed my mind about tilting, because that might take a little bit too long. It's already like tilted like underneath. The topsoil is just powdery form that might like redirect, like in terms of like watering the plant directly. But we're gonna mostly keep the root ball intact, because this is already like tilled and like nutriented for the specific plant. I just have to go ahead and make circle indents and then go from there. So I actually have them in rows this time, as you can see. I'm not really sure what to do with these. I don't know if they'll technically still grow. Anyway, so my tripod was stuck on some stuff. Sorry about that. Oh, meow, meow. Anyway, so I don't know if these will grow. I think they'll kind of just stay as is because they bolted. But I have all this stuff kind of like in rows. We're gonna get started on the hard part right over there and try and get them on these rows. Okay, so we are done retransplanting everything. I was really careful to like dig underneath in the pot in terms of like basically trying not to kill the root ball like last time. So I basically dug up like this and then dug underneath and then kept the ball. So that way it still had its roots intact and therefore it could still get like water to the plant to rehydrate it. Because unlike last time, I kind of didn't have any soil clumped up to those roots and they died. So in this case, we have it retransplanted successfully and in lines of crops, just like my beautiful Pak Choi dude. We have a few more Pak Choi stuff to get to, but I desperately need to get taken a shower and get on to work, even though today is pretty much an off day for like the next 3 days actually, or 2 days. But we have some stuff we want to go through and we kind of want to do. But I do want to get some of my Pak Choi type of seedlings that are technically growing, and I want to get them outside and growing in these beds ASAP. To be honest, I think that plant will do okay over there. It kind of needs to get more sunlight and grow. I don't know about all these, but we'll see. We don't get a whole lot of sunlight over here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to my Pak Choi over here. Of course, these are ones that haven't bolted, so if they do die, I'll be sad because at least these Pak Choi will be good, and I probably should have put them right here, but we'll see. Only time will tell what happens to my Pak Choi here. That is everything successfully transplanted. I'll know within the next few days whether or not that transplantation process for my Pak Choi was successful. I did bring out my baby Pak Choi. There are a couple ones here that I actually need to transplant, like this one right here, but I'm not going to be able to do that today. I have to go to work. The good news is that if I have to get off at 2:30 in the morning, it'll be really warm by the time I get here at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's not going to be too difficult for me. It's going to be quite moderate, quite nice actually. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and water the crops, take a shower, and then get on to work. I will take some pictures first though. And it kind of feels really lonely in here now. I had so many plants here. So there's probably no point in me like actually having these lights on since I don't really have any Pak Choi in here. I will probably leave them on for a few hours, and then when I go to bed, I'll probably turn them off because I probably don't need to. I don't know about those potatoes. They don't look kind of good, to be honest. I don't think I transplanted my potato slips pretty well, but we'll see. Yeah, shower, ready, work. Let's go do that. I'm exhausted as hell. Damn, I can see my nipples through this shirt. That's kind of weird. By the way, y'all are gonna have to tell me in the comment section below if there's actually any benefit for a bee to pollinate my Pak Choi, because that is what she's actually doing right now. She's going into the flowers, because I don't actually think there's any, like, I don't think there's actually any pollen or like honey or whatever like inside those flowers for a bee to get. But if there is, I guess there's not much, because that bee is actually taking a whole, like, yeah, she's probably not taking a whole lot, to be honest. It'd be interesting to see how this works out. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here, let the bee do her thing, have sex with my Pak Choi plants, and see what freaking happens. Maybe it'll spread wild Pak Choi seedlings all over town. But you know what? Nice job, coworker. You keep doing the hard work of pollinating my plants. I really appreciate it. So keep up the great work. I love you, coworker. So today is November the 10th. It is late at night. It is about 12:45. ish. We just got home from our super duper late night like shift of work we do. Still have to give Maddie that paper picture thing I made for her. She's been coming and going, but she's doing a little bit better now. You know, with autistic women, we like, sometimes we just self-mutualism, even our besties. So it's okay. I had couple of minutes to edit my entry 18, finally entry 18. Just a few more journal entries away and we're caught up on our current data life with living with Ray. But I am really tired. I've been stressed and anxietied out because I've been doing Hannah's like Squid Game, and now is game number 2. My brother recommended me watching Squid Game. I got into Squid Game to earn a bit of cash, like if I were to succeed at all with it. But I don't know. I don't know anything about it because you know me. Ray doesn't really go into any details for certain things before doing things that is on RuneScape because I like to figure it out myself. But this second game, I think I saw like some sort of like commercial for what Squid Game was like on YouTube, and for the title of what she named it, if it's what I think it is, then stop till you drop. And if it's like Simon Says, then I'm gonna suck ass at it and I'm gonna lose. But enough procrastinating. We gotta go ahead and do it. We gotta move on. We gotta finally figure out whether or not we pass or fail. If we fail, we don't go on to game 3. We get assassinated. I mean, not in real life, just on the whole thing. And then if we pass, then we go on to game 3 and we get more stress and anxiety placed on us to figure out what happens next. So I gotta go ahead and turn on my PC. I gotta go ahead and do some checks and balances, get it all working, make sure everything's working the way that it needs to go, and then we can record. However, I think the folks who live above me are now like checking in. So I'm hoping they're not going to like shift around the apartment too much because I want to be able to record a perfect video log where I'm not distracted and not confused and not freaking out. But I don't think that's going to be in my favor because I get way too distracted and confused too easily. We'll hope for the best though. So I just woke up. It is about 1300. I didn't fall asleep until 6 a.m. because I could not turn off my brain and it is dark in here. I'm anxiety the hell out, but I should know by the end of today or tomorrow whether or not I go on to the 3rd game from Hannah's Squid Game. I'm hoping I do. But at this point in time, I don't know how much my heart can take anxiety and high blood pressure. So we'll see. I don't have to do a whole lot today. Today was the first day that I could actually sleep in and really not actually have to go anywhere. But I do have one room to clean at my mom's job place. But I do want to water my crops first before I do that. So we're going to do that first. It is high 79. So we can actually wear shorts today. I need to shave like a little stubble on my face and on my legs. And then we should be good to go. Man, oh man, today is a beautiful freaking day. I hate to not actually just go into town and enjoy the day. And it feels really good to be able to wear shorts again. Even if it's only today. It does make me sad and miserable. I can't just wear these a whole often. I love wearing shorts, man. It's like the greatest thing known to man. Anyway, my Pak Choi is doing really well. Let me take this down off of face cam and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So these flowers stopped kind of like blooming. Does that make sense? I'm not really sure. I have still decided to keep the stems, even if they're not gonna grow anymore. But everything else out here that didn't bolt inside is just growing back to normal. It does look like all my Pak Choi had reseeded themselves. Otherwise, it wouldn't be stiff like this. It's not like perfectly stiff, but stuff right here is stiff. That's stiff. That's really stiff. All of that took to the roots. So what I did this go around is I made sure only to, like, say this leaf is a plant. Instead of like pulling it out like last time, what I did is I stuck this in and I pushed up on the root and then I pulled it out. And that really increased the survivability of my Pak Choi. Like, this one's the prime specimen right here. They're all bolting though, but it should get back down to like cooler temperatures, so they should be fine and normal. But that is a lot of Pak Choi. My kale, I moved them one too many times before they reseeded and got nutrients. It's okay if they die. I accepted that. I do want to grow some cabbage at some point though. It'd be interesting. I got all my pots here that I'm gonna have to repot for that stuff right here at some point, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. But everything else is looking good. Some of this stuff is already growing its true leaves, so there's like a bit there. I'm waiting for a little bit more sprigs and then I'll do the selection process at that point. My parsley plant is recovering after it's been given surgery. I will need to like clean out the beds, but I'll probably do it tomorrow because it's really hot. I kind of just want to go on to work and then do my own thing. But it's been a really nice season this year. It's been pretty good. I can't wait to try my Pak Choi, see what they taste like. I bet they're going to taste really, really fresh and good. Minus these flowered ones. So I'm going to go hop off into the shower and get ready. I only had to work one of my jobs today, so fortunate for me. Shorts too. I don't know, maybe I might walk around town later today. After my anxiety trip from the last 6 days. I should know later today or tomorrow whether or not I made it onto the third game from Hannah. And I hopefully will be able to fall asleep without too much stress and anxiety. But that is to be determined. Let's get ready for work, I guess. So I just got out of the shower because I had to shave like the little stubble on my leg before going into work. And I made a boo-boo. I got distracted while watching a YouTube video in the background. And when I got in the tub, I forgot to put my lenses up somewhere and literally just sheared off the whole like line while trying to like fix it back into freaking place. I don't think they're going to replace this part. I think I'd have to buy like a whole new set because these are all going to be like offsetted just because, you know, one broke. This is going to be offsetted and damaged to a slight extent. So they would have to basically manufacture me 2 of these to put on. And I don't think they do that, unfortunately. I will see if I can get to Stanton Optical today and then ask them, or I can just call them. I'm gonna have to like get like a whole new pair of glasses, it seems, and that's gonna cost me a bit of income. What an unfortunate start of my day, or I guess afternoon. I haven't been on a walk with Riley in a while, but there she is. I ended up talking to Stanton Optical, and they said that they can't replace the legs of the glasses. These are like the legs, these things. They have to replace the whole frame, which I already expected. This frame is actually cheaper than my sunglasses, but they will replace the whole frame without requiring me to get new lenses, but they're gonna need it. So, but we're going on a walk, I think, because that's always therapeutic. Look at that dog. Look at the dog. Look at the doggo. Doggo. And legs. Just imagine that's like thunder thighs right there, dude. What? So why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, really? Why are you laughing? Well, Riley, this is where we part ways. So where we part ways, you want to say goodbye? You're just gonna keep walking?
You can keep on walking. Yeah.
Just keep on walking? How's your problem? Riley. Riley. I gotta go. I'll see you later. Sit. Hey, buddy. Say goodbye. I'll see you later, though.
Okay, man.
I'll see her later. So yeah, Mom said, she texted me. She told me she was ready, so we're gonna go. And then I think we're gonna go to the glasses store. I'll drop off my glasses. They'll order a new one, and then that's life. All right, so we are done for the day. Mom took me to Stanton Optical, and I got my glasses sent in for, I guess, repair. Not necessarily repair. So what ended up happening is that basically I had to order a brand new pair. Oh, that is grainy. And this is really crazy. I look really cringe, but yeah, this is really cringe. This is all cringe, dude. Anyway, we went to Stanton Optical. It turns out that I have something called insurance on my sunglasses. So we're gonna get them repaired. They're not repairing. What they're doing is they're gonna order a new brand pair of frames. They're gonna get the frames in, and then they're going to put my old lenses in the new frames. And then basically in about a week or two, I'll get the new pair and insurance will be done. So I had to pay like $25.80. So thank God I had insurance on my sunglasses. And hopefully I don't break them. Because if so, then I'll have to pay like $120 something for the frames again. Or just find different frames. Anyway, God, I love wearing shorts, dude. It is fantastic. It's a shame that it's gonna be like cold tomorrow and then the next few days, and it'll go back up to like 60 something. So I'll be able to wear shorts again, you know, at work or whatever. I like wearing shorts. I'm not really, that's why my legs are so white and pasty, because I don't live in a climate where it's warm and it's always cold. It's always horrible. But yeah, we did this sunshine room. So the only thing we have left to do for tomorrow is the walnut room, which I wrote. So I'm gonna go do some RuneScape farm runs. And then I'm gonna go get some food and prepare it. Make something with tofu with the leftover rice. And damn girl, you got some legs. I got some legs. Yeah, so yeah. RuneScape farm runs. And then I have to drain some tofu, probably eat some rice. I'll do something with tofu. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun-filled night. Then I have to finish up the journal entry and start editing my video that's got to be uploaded on my gaming channel on Sunday. So, hot to it. So my first time making breaded tofu to put on a sandwich failed. Instead, I just had to make it into a crumble. I added too much seasoning, so it's like super duper salty. So I added a few water to like dilute it, and that seemed to be like the best job. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, and then I'm gonna put some on here, and I'll give you a taste review. By the way, I don't care what anyone says, best ketchup around, even if it has too much sugar. And this is absolutely the best vegan mayo I've ever had. I haven't had any other kinds of vegan mayo aside from the one that, you know, is automatically in the freezer. With this one, you don't have to put it in the freezer or the fridge until after you open it, because there's a seal. And this is a really good deal. It's $5.99. It might go up because of inflation, and vegan food is unfortunately exploited, even though technically it is made from cheaper ingredients that are more self-sustainable for the environment and for the producer to the consumer. But I digress. America's retarded with capitalism, but that's beside it. I'm trying to eat something right now. I'm starving. Okay, let's dig in. Here's my thoughts. Mixing it in the bread like really soaks up the saltiness, aside from, the vegan mayo and the catsup that's put in there. So that really hasn't changed. That does make it like a little bit blended more with the saltiness. I'm not really getting taste though. So tofu doesn't normally have a taste, but because of the marinade of how I made it, it's not going to really add taste to the tofu too much. It's gonna still be pretty subtle because I didn't let it marinate, like a little bit longer than probably I should have. But with the catsup, the mayo, and the bread, that really mellowed out the saltiness. So at least the saltiness isn't really that big of an issue. This is the first time I've ever made any kind of tofu that wasn't already made and like literally dummy proof for me. Would I try making tofu recipe again? Obviously. It's just like my gardening and my farming. If I fail, I get back up and I try again and try to improve on what I failed. That's kind of what the aspect is. So we'll go ahead and finish this, and then I probably will go and clean up and then get out of here. Probably get a good night's sleep this time around. Definitely feel a hell of a lot stress and anxiety. I got Hannah's game 2 done. So I'm not expecting to go on. I'm expecting to lose and be eliminated. So I'm not stressed. I already expect to lose. But I would be extremely surprised if I actually went on, and then that would add to my anxiety. Good night, y'all.